Hello and welcome back to What If I, yes, this is going to be What If I was in Dragon Ball Z, of course a redo. So if I'm correct, I remember that I was doing the Final Flash, finally got it down, and I also know that I'm the Legendary Super Saiyan. So, yes, I would actually go. So right now it will be the Raditz Saga, if I'm correct, I said. So I also call my move that was called, I did Assault Flash, where you do the Final Flash, well, without this part right here. So yeah. Now after that, if I'm correct, I'll be in the Red Saga, and I will know that after this, Vegeta and Nappa will be actually coming, and I will know that Goku's dead, and I would actually change things. I wouldn't actually change anything up, since I don't actually know how to really hide my power like extremely well, and I mean extremely well. I would be actually hiding like behind a rock, so yeah, that's why. So he wouldn't notice me for a while, so yeah, I would actually leave without them also noticing me. But so I've been training and training, and I think it was like a year after, like 3-5-ish years after. Now no one has actually found me, so I have gotten Assault Flash. So my Assault Flash is actually purple. It's like a Hakai Flash. Yeah, like a Hakai Flash. And I also have Destroyer Key, so I'm pretty overpowered, but it's not extremely, so not a lot. But I have been working on my Hakais, so I'm also no, never mind. What am I saying? No, that's way too overpowered. I would also be working on this form and this form. This form, since the years, of course. And so, after doing the Soul Flash, I got the Supreme Wave down, and I am also trying to do not a soul, no. Crap. Let me try remember. Remember. A supernova, but turned into a final Kamehameha. Yeah, so I call it the Nova Dragon. But it doesn't look like one, but I just call it that because why not? Because the Nova Dragon is a mix between Dragon Fist and Supernova, but when I add those two, they turn into that, but I don't use it because that's boring. It's base, that's like key base, so like strike base, but I don't really use strike base at these times. But yeah, I also, my name in this is Sora, so yeah. Also, if I'm correct, there was also Supernova. No. You did not hear that. There's also, I'm gonna call this the Supernova Flash. I keep doing things with Final Flash, but who cares? Yeah, who cares? So I would call this the Supernova Flash, and I would do it, and it's like a 50% chance, and then I get it up to like a 75% chance. So like it's a 75 out of whatever the other was. So like a 75 chance, like a 75. So pretty good. With this. That because it's a supernova. So imagine Time Sync Kamehameha and then a supernova. So like it has a big, really like a pretty good outline of that, but like you know how Kamehameha is just like a straight beam that has circles in it? Okay, so this is like a mix between a like a, so it doesn't look like that. It actually kind of looks like it's kind of looks like, so it looks like a beam. Yes, of course it looks like a beam, but it looks like it's spinning and spinning, kind of like the Kamehameha. Now you're probably thinking, yeah, that's definitely the Supreme Wave, but it's in the Final Flash. I remember when I said the Supreme Wave is, you know, the one-handed Kamehameha. This is different. Yeah, so yeah. Boom. Now there used to will be 3 balls, little like kind of like 3 little balls. That sounds wrong. Of supernovas, and then if you charge Ki, it'll make like a bubble of Ki, and then the Ki would actually turn red, red, and then you flash it. So yeah, it'll sound like a. Now this has enough that it can pretty much do about 40-ish mountains. So I will notice that Goku and the others are coming over here because they didn't see the big dream. They're coming for it. They will notice that there's a pretty big power level in house, since my power right now is at like what, 100,000, 142,000. Like no, 100,000, 400, 900, no, 842. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure like I'm way too overpowered, so I usually keep my Ki down all the way. And yeah. And with nope, just 100,000. But with my raffle form, I get a 1 times boost, so that's 2,000. And then with this I call it the lethal form, I get a 3 times boost, so that gives me 300,000, 200,000, 100,000, 200,000, 300,000. Yeah. So yeah, I would fly over there and notice that, yeah, Goku and Vegeta are flying, blah blah blah. And he would, since he would actually notice that there's a tiny bit of Ki, but it's like, what, 1, so he wouldn't care about it. It's not just a little tiny bit, but yeah. I would actually just do, because it looks like a bing bing bing, so it looks like a, you know how if you watch Pokemon and Team Rocket, when they blast off again, they have a little star thing. Yeah, it looks like that in darkness and also in light. So like I would get out it would look like, so where I am right now, there's all darkness, so they couldn't see me. So I'll do it. All you see is ding ding ding. I wouldn't say like it's like a supernova flash. I would just say supernova flash. Yeah. They would notice I was like, and Goku would say, Kame. Of course, me only using about maybe like 50, maybe like 1% of my power. And like, and I would actually instant transmission. The food. It would actually try to like destroy the place, so it would actually overcome me, but I would be out of there anyway, just to see what happens. What would happen if they got there? He'd be like, got him. He's gone. And then he will get decked in the face, of course. of course. Yeah. So I would watch and watch, and I would know. Now, of course, since I was using, like, 1% of my power in that entire time, I'll just flare my heat up for a millisecond, and the demon notices and look towards me. And he actually want to see me, because it'll be out there anyway. But I want to be sneaky, you know. So I watch and watch until they get into the grade 8 forms. Of course, me having a tail, I'll look up in the moon. And since I know how to control my grade 8 form, I would also have, like, the expandable thing. I would jump down and boom, poof up. And go be like, I'm done for. And, Vegeta would be like, what are you? A great ape. I would just roar actually like a. Now, of course, I know how to keep my grade form without, So I would jump up, boom, hitting Nappa in the head. Now, yes, Nappa survives this time because, boom, hitting him in the head. Him flying in his head, and then he bounces up because of plot. And then I get on the ground and I uppercut him, making him go flying up. And I'll push my foot up and do a spinning down kick. Boom, hit him in the head. Boom, and then do a mouth blast, which is really powerful, and it'll be like a. It would actually be a regular yellow. It would actually be like yellow, so it'd be yellow. So it would look like kind of pretty much like the color of the form. It's like this. That color. So do that. I will boom, throwing it at Nappa, killing him almost instantly. This is impossible. Dang it, Nappa. You useless. And I'll get out my house over from you. You look what? And I would actually run away-ish, and get out my house over form, and then come back. And since I would actually have a mask on, I would find a mask, but I'll put it in I'll put it in later. So I will do that, and I'll just say, Destructo Tail Slicer. Now, yes, I would have a sword, but I never use it, ever. So I'd only use it when I needed to slice a tail. That's all, only times. So I would actually have those, key things, those key blades that Goku Black has. So I would have that, but it would be black. And when I'm in this form, it would be the color of the stuff flying around Goku, and then when I'm in this form, it would look like that. So there'd be 3 outlines: this, and then my regular black. So I'll use my regular black, and I'll say Tail Slicer, shing, and then it'll Now, yes, no one can actually see this. So I wouldn't actually do that because that's breaking too much. God. So after that, wow, I'm actually getting sleepy. I'm surprised. After that, if I'm correct, they slice off his tail, of course. Yada yada yada. Then I think it's after, so he gets hurt. But let's just say I had a sensu beam just for the plot and armor, and I would throw it at him. No, I wouldn't throw it. No, okay. So imagine the the time thing. Sworn to soft person. You know how the Galaga times were coming at me, that thing did not happen. But let's just say Vegeta wanted to do it, but Yeah. So they do it. But actually give him a sense beam, so he wouldn't win. But it's like a half sense beam. Like, we didn't full replenish, of course, and do the Galick Gun, and yeah, I don't think. Ooh, that's a new move. And you're probably wondering, what do you mean, new move? This is a regular move. Now, I'm actually going to create a new move, and it's called Final Galick Gun. So it's like a Final Flash, and then you turn it into a Galick Gun, and then the fire is a Final Flash. So it's a pretty tough fire. So it's Galick Gun, Final Flash, purple. So the beam turns. So there's the beam. So the beam is purple, and then there's swirls around it, and that is yellow. And and I would just leave, go of course training, and and it will take me about 3 to 6-ish days. It's like a yeah. Now, yes, the Z-Fighters would actually see this time, and they would actually go over there, me not noticing for a second. And then notice their key, because I don't think Goku could sense key yet. I don't remember. I'll say, And the Z-Fighters would finally get here after, like, what, 6-ish missions. So I was like, an hour away from them. So I didn't notice their key maybe until 6 seconds after they got here. So 6 seconds before they got here. So like, I look exactly like this right now. You know how the eye looks. Yeah, it will look like that. So, the Z-Fighters would get here, and since my key is down, my thing is down, I would actually, I would actually get something out of my pocket. Goku would notice that, and he'd like, and I would get all this into and eat it. This. And like, that's essential. Maybe are down on key. But I only ate like what? Tiny bits, like throw it away. Well, I didn't actually get out the sense beam. Never mind. So you're like, those Z-Fighters. Not bad, if I say so myself. Now, yes, I'll see how strong they are. I actually don't remember how strong they are. Like, after training, let's just say that Chi-Chi made a hyperbolic change. What Chi-Chi? Bulma made a hyperbolic chamber, and Goku was in there for about 2.5 weeks, like 15 days. So it's like what long order, but he asked for Napurunga, I remember his name was that one dragon, for youth, so he can age himself down, and he wanted to be the age of 27. I don't remember the name, the age of regular Goku that did but yeah. Not bad if I do say so myself, as I say. And I'm like, they will be like, because I would notice that his power right now, Goku's power is at about 50,000, and I would be surprised, but not as surprised. But yeah. And of course, Vegeta's still getting away. No, never mind. I want to actually just keep the same thing, everything like that. Yes, I already know how to control my algebra from like everything. But yeah, I'll be like, yeah. And so Goku would say, "Let's see how powerful you are," or like something like "Let's fight" or something. I don't remember. So he would like burst at me. They would say, "Wait, Goku," and he would try to throw a punch at me, and I would just, like not blocking it, just grabbing it, pretty much, grabbing his hand. Goku would be like, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He tries to kick me. Let go of his hand in his fist and dodged it. So grabbing Goku's legs. Boom, boom. If you've seen like that one part in Honk, I don't remember. It was like it was either the Infinity Stones or the one before. It was like the Civil War or something. Honk folded Loki. Just boom, 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 boom. I pretty much did that to him, and boom, 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 boom. But like 3 more times. Boom, 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 boom. Let's go, Goofy. Actually get back up because everything. Now, yes, I will only do it 3 times. So like boom, boom, boom. I mean 4. Boom. He will get back up. Maybe what's up? Doesn't matter. And now we would actually start to fight. Of course, me using like what 30% of my power. I'll be like, not bad if I do say so myself. Goku. Of course, me saying that in mind. Boom, 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 boom. Of course, us going through a lot of things. Of course, me dodging about 1/3 of his moves. And going back. Now, he got potential unlocked, and I don't remember if that was like more than Super Saiyan, but he got his potential unlocked. It was like potential unleash. Of course, his power actually going up to 94,000. I'd be surprised, but at the same time, a little tiny disappointed. Tiny disappointed, but yeah, who cares? Like, not bad. Like, would actually be more faster than this time. So he like, we'll be fighting, boom, 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 bam, bam, bing, bong, bing, bing, bong, 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 ching, and boom, get sent down. I think my weakest move right now is probably going to be just a regular small, like a little small key wave. So I call it the suppressed key wave. So you know how Broly has that, if you've seen like Broly Super, I think, no, not Broly Super, like the first ever Broly movie, so that's pretty old. He would have a key blast, and he would turn it into a small little ball and throw it, and he would actually throw it. He would throw it at Gohan, killing him, I think. And I would do that, but I was like squeeze the ball, so I would squeeze it, and boom, let it out. So yeah, and of course, it's being yellow. Goku would do a Kamehameha. I'm like, I want to just make a little key blast, boom, suppress key wave, boom. Yeah, those two clashing and then disperse. You're like, do it in my potential unleash. Doesn't matter. Let's keep having to fight. Of course, boom. Now me using about 45% of my power. Boom. 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 And of course, me slashing through it like, no, as a spin, like a turning spin. And to me, boom, 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 boom. Yeah, that's flying back into a mountain. And I would say, not bad. But I would put my hand up in the air and then turn it, not turn it, but like, I'll have a little key blast, and it's like, like a key blast around my fist. So it'll be like, yeah, like that, and it would almost pretty much look like the Spur Bomb, but not as much. So they would be like, what is that? And I would throw it at Goku. Now this is enough that it's like half power, like it's like 1/3 the power, like half-ish. So like there's half, and then there's, so imagine cutting like a meter, like a little tiny medium of, so it's like one, no, like that's way too much. 0/3 maybe, as less as the super. Of course, that's not my 45%. So throw it at him, and like, that's fast. And of course, him doing the same thing, and boom, and those will just clash at each other. Now, of course, two lightnings, like, they will be cut in half. Then there's yellow, and then there's the blue one, and there'll be both lightnings pretty much clashing at each other like war. Boom, 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 boom. You're trying to see which one will win, and I would, and it would disperse the blue one, and break through, and it would actually turn back into a small one, and go like, yeah, it's not good, and you would say, it's not good, getting out the way, and that would, now this would make a medium crater, it's like a, medium crater, and like, that could have struck me. Maybe he is a threat. So after that, Vegeta would actually come back, and he would be like, "You won't win," and those two would actually start to clash it out after that, and then I would just throw one hand up in the air, and then turn, and then it would be like, actually throw tiny, I'll put one finger up in the air, and it'll like a little blast that has lines around it, and it'll be extremely small, so like I would throw it at them, like not really throw it, just throwing it at them pretty much, like, now when this happened, it actually hit one of the mountains, and that made a giant crater. Enough, that's like a giant Rasengan. So like, that's pretty big. So yeah. So maybe like, listen, what? Like, And I would go, and boom, dead, both of them. And they would actually both pass out. And I would clean up both my hands in the air, and I'll be like, also putting 100% of power into this one, and this of course would destroy Earth, but I know that I can't do it, so I'll throw my hands down, and that's all, and go. And yes, I'll be training, and then we're just gonna skip through every single saga, the Turtle List, which is fake, blah 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 blah. Frieza Saga on the other hand. Now I come as soon as Frieza comes in. So I come out of nowhere and they be like, what? Now, yes. You're probably wondering what did you just make? It is called the Yellow Spirit Nova. The Yellow Spirit Nova. Then, because there's the Supernova and then there's the Super Spirit Bomb. For some weird reason, they trade circle. It'll create yellow, but Poggy, why not? It doesn't. So we'll just throw key Sorry. So I would throw a key blast. Of course, Frieza only listen this. Like, and make a death beam. Death beam and both of them dispersing them. What? Of course, Frieza and them. Of course, Goku and them are going with the Ginyu Force, and I would teleport it in his stomach and decking him, and I mean decking him by the power of 3 suns, bro. And he was like, blah, just cough a lot of blood. Like, thank you. Of course, meaning DARM. Darn you, but whatever. Yeah. Darn you. And I would make another key blast. Boom. It would actually like roll off of my 4th finger. So imagine you have, it's my top finger. So I go to my pinky, my middle-ish finger, my middle finger, and then my left finger, I guess. So I do that and it was like boom, or like the boom, and Frieza would notice this. I'm like, I'll kill you. Of course, making a death flash. And of course, me just bursting it, just with little one arm. And they would actually see this, the Goku, and after defeating him, they would actually come, of course, sensing the great power level, not even from me. And what? That's impossible. He's supposed to be legendary Frieza. I actually don't remember how much Frieza's power was, but like, we're just gonna amp it up. So like, now my power right now is actually like 400,000 right now. So I think Frieza's like what? I'm just gonna say that his is like 300,000 in his base form. Of course, in his final form is like 1 million. And now, since it's a 1 time, this is a 2. Since I've been training with this a lot, it's a 2 times boost. So, if I'm correct, if I'm at 4,000, that is 600,000. Then this form, this goes up to times 5. So that is 4. Yeah, that's 1 million. That goes up to 1 million, and he goes into his. Now his final form is actually at 2 million, so that's bad for me. But I'll call my second form, of course. His second form goes up to 150 million. No, not 150. I mean, 1,500,000. Like, of course, me powering up in an also having Goose potential, 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 you know, potential, 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 potential. Yeah, I'm just gonna call it my potential unlocked. Since my potential is unlocked, now my power, of course, having potential unlocked is now at even more at his. So like, it's like no, yeah, it's exactly as his. So it's 1,500,000. No, not 1,500,000. Like, what? 4,500. Nope. Just let's keep that out. Like boom, boom, and we fighting towards him having the upper hand, and I will fly back, and I'm like, he won't win. And that boosts my power up now because my potential unlocked. Potential, it boosts up times 4. So that's 8. No, times 4. So that's 800,000. 800,000. And somehow I'd have the upper advantage, but who cares? But Pokemon was whatnot. And Frieza would get actually in his 3rd form, then in his last form, and I would be in my last form-ish, and my rage will be almost exploding, but I will be able to control it a little. I'm like, yeah, of course. I didn't hear that either. Of course, my head would be down, so my hair would be down, so it'd be like, would kind of look like this, pretty much. It would kind of actually look like Broly's. Yeah, it would actually look like Broly's. Like when my hair is like, no, just looks like. Imagine this, but my hair is down, so it looks kind of like it's right here, without, of course, me not having the neck thing, my bobber. That's annoying. That looks so weirdly annoying. And of course, my hair is kind of spiking-ish up. And like, of course, me having, this is a 10 times boost, so I have 1,008,000. And that's still lower than, yeah. You're not going to defeat me, you pathetic Saiyan. Sora. No, never mind. I'm not going to say that to him. I will I'll kill you. And of course, two fighting. Of course, having have a big upper hand. My rage should actually almost get out of control. But I will know that. And then I get enough. And I have enough. And I had an extreme amount of meditation since I'd actually know about the legend. Yeah. Now, in these times, I always been trying to do the Kamehameha and the, what is it called? Super Saiyan. She does. Let me think. I'm just gonna call it Primary Flash because I actually don't remember the entire name of his Final Flash, but whatever. And Primary Flash Now this is actually my own attack, so yeah, of course. Flash Supreme. It's called the Flash Final Flash Supreme Supreme Kamehameha. Yeah, so it's called Final Supreme Kamehameha. Now my power be at like about 250,000. 250 million. Like, what's power? An actual cooler would actually come here and actually be in his final form. He would like, fine, brother, I'll take care of this. Now my power is going up even more and more until it gets to what, I don't know. I should say, why not? 2 million, no, 290 million, of course. And of course, me doing, say, come at me. Or like a, come at me. And Cool would be like, Of course, him being in his final form, or fourth form, or whatever, come at me, and boom, they will start to fight. Now, at Cooler right now, his is at about, what? Let's just say 291,000. Million. 291 million. So he's 1,000 ahead, but I don't care. 100,000 ahead, but I don't care. Now, of course, my power is boning up to 293 million. Like, he's winning. Of course, me having another hand, I'm like, him dispersing some ki blast, and he, yeah. Now he would be like, doesn't matter. Him, us getting both pushed back from our punches, and he would say, I'll end you. Putting up all of his hands, putting up one hand, and it would be like, him putting up both his hands and creating a supernova. Omega Nova. It was like, Omega Nova. And this thing is big enough, like, the entire planet can see it. Frieza can see it. It's like, what is this thing? And I was like, final primary Kamehameha. So the final primary Kamehameha is like, okay, so you see how there's the Kamehameha and then the primary final flash, the primary flash. So it looks like this. I do this. This primary final Kamehameha. Boom. No, it actually stays like this color, but then it starts to actually turn green, and then it turns this. Now, at these points in time, this power would be like 3, like this would be a lot. I mean it. Oh, sorry. Like what? Of course, those two clashing, and the primary final Kamehameha would actually be losing, of course, and putting all the power into it. So right now he's at like what, 94 million. So like, die. Just can't be bomb inside of the super mega supernova, and it dispersed. And you'd be like, what? That's not my power. Doesn't matter. Now you'd actually go even farther up and make even another one, but it would be like a super omega supernova. I mean a super omega nova. Like super omega nova. I mean like 2 planets can see this. I mean Earth, I mean Namekians, everyone can see this. And it'll be like boom, 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 boom. And I would actually create a super, if I'm correct, I called it the super spirit nova bomb. I mean the super spirit nova. And I'll create it into like a little tiny ball, and then it'll be consumed by the primary final flash, and then I'll make another one. And like, let's hope this works. Sorry about that. I call this the super spirit primary primary final flash. I mean final Kamehameha. Now this thing is bigger than a 90 nukes. This is giants among giants, so like it freaking consumes. I mean pretty much like, so it's big as the Meganova, and that's like big as 3 million houses. So it's like, yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, it's big as like two ever. Yeah. So as big as that, and we're like, and again, of course, him using also all of his power. I'm like, and it will be even 60 more times bigger than that. And like, engulf the super mega nova, and we're like boom, and he would be like, what is it? This is impossible. Somehow me still having this bog moment, and I'm gonna kill over there and be like, who are you? And I would just do now imagine this aura and this aura, but about 3 times more bigger. So do that. Of course, the little bing bing bing. No, not that was no. Yeah, that was the primary one. No, that's super. What was that? No, wrong one. I'll do this, and you see a purple and a yellow. Of course, seeing this being the both of them, and I would get the I would make a final flash first, and then I'll turn it into a Galick Gun, and would you be like, yeah, that's my move. And I'll do this again, and then I'll actually add 3 more little things. Of course, this is a Nova, so I'm pretty sure I called this the final Galick Nova. Now I'm just gonna call it that. I was like, that's good. Final Galaxy Nova. Boom, 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 boom. And of course, him making a giant, and I mean big enough so like one planet can see this, maybe one half of a planet can see this, and as big as my final Galaxy Nova, and he would turn it into a key wave, and say, "Die, Pete!" Both of those clashing. Now his is like dark purple, so it's like, and it has slashes on it, dark slashes on it. So it's pretty much like, white, like blue, red slashes on it. Now that's like, yeah. Of course, like breaking some of the everything. So it's like breaking everything. So it's like taking off mountains. It's taking off a lot of things. It's taking trees off. Of course, Frieza actually accidentally goes in his fifth form, and he's like, he's going out, and like, this can't be. Me just spinning, and then the thing will get gianter, and it'll get gianter, and it'll actually turn into a supernova. And like, this can't be. And flying up, like a ding. Of course, me technically dying. Like, me flying down to like Earth because it blew over there. So it made like an extremely big crater, and an extremely big crater. So like, that's everything happened to Sam. He goes to say. Of course, Frieza can't go in his fifth form plot, but he can, so he can only do it for 1 minute. Hasn't been able to train for it. And of course, this is me, by the way. I'll just rest here for a minute. Yeah, that's a good idea. Me just resting. Of course, me burnt up from this. Goku be terrified. Terrified to the bone. But he'll still go Super Saiyan. Of course, everything. Same would happen. And I was like, I definitely need to work on that Flash. Final Gauntlet Supreme Nova. Boom, boom. Maybe 6 to 3 years later, now I have gone Super Saiyan 2, so like Legendary Super Saiyan. And yeah, so now I think this is the Majin. No, this is the Future Saga or something. I don't remember. So yeah, and then it gets okay. Now it is the Cell Saga. I'll notice that there's some energies coming after me, and I'm like, I'm like, I'll just make a Final Flash, teleport to them, teleport to like a broken android, trying to find his master, I guess, and trying to find Dr. Drill, and like, this is called the teleporting Final Flash, baby. and it will be pretty big. Boom, killing it actually, and I would know I had to go to the cell, but so I go to the cell, and I'll be like, boom. Now yes, I have fully conquered the thing, the Super Spirit Nova bomb, the Super Spirit Nova, and of course yes. Now I've also been making something else. Now remember when I had that one that I had was red and then there was a ball inside of it, of course. That is, if I'm correct, this is called the primary final the super primary Nova final Kamehameha. I've been making a new one that's called the primary final Gallet Kamehameha. And then there's the Nova in there, which I just call it the TBR because why not? Super destructive. So I would have to do 4. So I had to do the Galagun, the Supernova. I would have to do Galagun, go to a Supernova, which with both hands, and then go beam it down, and then make it into a Final Flash, and then turn it into a Kamehameha, and then turn it back into a Final Flash, and then there'll be about 4. So I would actually there'll be 4 dots. So there'll be one just kind of circling, so it's like a ding, 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 ding. I mean, 5 dots, because there's one in the middle. There's 4 the 4 in the squared way, like ding, 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 boom, boom. This is a giant, and I mean this is enough to make the Mega Nova like a baby. Now, of course, I would suppress it down, so like I'm Mega Seal or something. I don't know. But yeah, I'm probably just gonna enter. I go to the cell game to be like, cell. Let me see how long I've been doing this. 57 minutes. Okay, I'm stopping here. No cap.